experiences or specific people helped you decide what you wanted to do for your career?
When I was growing up, I grew up on a farm, so I kind of had that work mentality of you get up in the morning, you do what you do, and you take care of the people around you, kind of instilled in me from the very beginning. Then I was studying pre-veterinary medicine because I thought I wanted to be a vet. And one of my professors was teaching us about the systems of the body. So we were talking about hearing, we were talking about taste, we were talking about smelling. And she said, "This is very important. I need you all to listen." And she doesn't say that normally. So we all stopped because it was something very important she was about to tell us. And I was expecting, this eureka moment. And she said, "If you get the opportunity to choose between a loud job and a stinky job, you take that stinky job because here's why." And she told us about the olfactory system and how basically nose blindness is a physical thing. Your nose physically stops smelling if it's the exact same smell over a period of time. And for hearing, you can tune things out, but the noise is always there. So you can hear the white noise going on in the background. You just choose to ignore it. With your nose, it actually stops smelling. And so it's safer for you. You can't damage your smell over time. And when I had the opportunity to work at a wastewater plant, that little moment in my mind kind of just popped in and I was like, oh, this is the moment. This is what she was preparing us for. And so I was very lucky to not have fear of sewage and being around it when I walked in the door. And I'm very grateful to her for giving me that. And once I got in the door, there's so many great people in this industry. There are people that are doing lab work. There are people that are doing mechanical work. There's people that are managing people. There are people that are, keeping the doors open and managing the money. And all these people have kind of imparted a little bit into me so that I can understand the big picture of what we're doing, which is creating clean river water for our entire community here and everybody that's downstream of here.
How have you learned to recover from mistakes, setbacks, and disappointments in school or in work?
There's a pivotal moment in my career, and I distinctly remember it. It was my first day in a wastewater laboratory. My job for the day was to weigh these pans and see how many solids were on it. And then at the end of the day, I threw it away. The next day, my boss said to me, "Where's the pans? We always recycle the pans, we just use them every day." And I went, "Oh, I don't know." And I clammed up, I didn't say anything. I was so terrified that I was gonna lose this brand new, fantastic job that I was so excited about. And he just kind of shrugged it off and he said, "Oh, well, that's a cost of doing business. We'll either get it right or we'll learn something," and just went along his day. And I was so surprised that the world didn't burn down around me that I started intentionally making little mistakes, not things that would break the system, but it made me not afraid to try things that would maybe be a bit more efficient. Or I wonder if it would work if I did these two things at the same time. I wonder if it would work if I did these two things at a different time. I wonder what would happen if so on and so forth. And taking away that fear of making a mistake and saying, "Oh, well, we'll either get it right or we'll learn something," has been something that I've carried throughout my entire career. If you don't learn something, that's a problem. So if you make the same mistake twice, well, then that's a conversation to be had. But being afraid of making that first mistake, if you take that out of the equation, you learn so much more and you're so much better at your job.